Good afternoon once again. Today is Friday, May the 22nd, 2020, and this is the English language summary of the daily press briefing here at the Center for COVID Situation Administration, or CCSA. So first of all, just one announcement. Because of the improving situation, we are making some adjustments in terms of the scheduling. So for the English language summary, we'll be having that on weekdays only and not on weekends from now on because of the improving situation. So on my part, as the Deputy Spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I'll be providing the summary for you on weekdays, Monday to Fridays only, so not Saturdays and Sundays from now on. However, for the weekends, there will still be a press briefing at the Ministry of Public Health, and it will be held by Dr. Panpapra Yongtrakul, to assist the assistant spokesperson of the CCSA on weekends from now on. So just to start off with the summary of the outcome of the CCSA meeting. Today there was a CCSA meeting wherein the director of the CCSA, or the Prime Minister, chaired the meeting. In his capacity as the director of CCSA, Prime Minister Prayut attended this meeting with the various heads of the operations center under the CCSA, which is the various government agencies. So first, to ensure that the situation in Thailand continues to be under control, the meeting agreed on the extension of the enforcement of the Act on Public Administration in an emergency situation until the 30th of June 2020. This matter will be submitted to the meeting of the Cabinet on the 26th of May 2020, or next Tuesday. Secondly, the meeting was briefed on the work and activities of each operations center in each various dimensions, which by far went smoothly and received good cooperation from the government agencies as well as the general public. Thirdly, the meeting expressed the understanding on the economic hardship and pressures that the business community and the society have been experiencing. The meeting also exchanged views about the plans for the third and fourth phases in June 2020, including measures to be further relaxed, such as possibly curfew hours and the business establishments, the clusters that will be open, among others. Fourth, the meeting also reaffirmed the importance of the public health measures to be continued to curb the spread of COVID, and emphasize that the people should continue to keep up with the measures and practices, and the general public is encouraged to use the Thai Chana platform so as to help prevent the spread of the virus. So moving on to the general situation and cases that we have recorded for you today for Thailand, very happy to report that there are no confirmed case report. Therefore, the accumulated total number of cases in Thailand remain at 3,037, the same as yesterday, and 2,910 have recovered or been discharged. So that has been increased to 95.8% now of the total confirmed cases. 95% have recovered. So therefore, the remaining patients in treatment in hospital remain at 71. If you recall earlier this week, or last week, it was around over 100 people in treatment, now 71. And we are happy also to inform you that no new fatalities have been recorded. As for observations, the spokesperson also mentioned about the various measures of different countries around the world. In terms of ranking, Thailand now has been ranked at around number 73 globally in terms of infected persons. So number one, of course, is the highest number of infections per country. And in Thailand, it's 73, which is quite a good position, hoping that it will not rise further. Another observation is in the past 2 weeks, we have recorded that there are around 45 new infection cases in the past 2 weeks, accumulating to 245 in the past 2 weeks, the majority of which are imported cases. If we have some observations in terms of the monthly analysis, initially in March, if you recall, the infection was quite limited. However, the number rose very quickly in the duration of March. and it was necessary for the government to announce the enforcement of the emergency decree and curfew at that time. When we come to April, when it was April last month, the infection became quite controllable, and only a few cases were identified. And in May, it looked like that we had the virus under control, more or less, but of course not out of danger yet. It's still mindful and cautious of the second wave, and of course we must still remain vigilant. On the issue of violations and compliance measures in terms of the business sector, yesterday's inspection totaled around 28,682 site inspections, and it was discovered that around 36 businesses around the country were not fully in compliance with the measures. And in this 36 include 15 restaurants, 11 markets, and 10 salons or barber shops. And you have an English language slide for you on screen for the various clusters with the numbers for you. It's hoped that, of course, all business establishments will continue to comply fully with the various measures. It is important that they commit to practicing hygienic standards as prescribed by the CCSA and the Ministry of Public Health. And about the Thai Chana platform, as we mention often, we have coming up for you a slide on screen, a step-by-step guide in English, courtesy of an infographic from the Public Relations Department for shop owners, business owners, and customers regarding the Thai Chana platform use, prepared by the Public Relations Department. So you can find that in the Facebook of that Public Relations Department. For shop owners, they have to register themselves with the platform. Once they fill in the required information, they will receive a QR code to be printed out for their customers to scan when entering and leaving the premises. The spokesperson also mentioned about one issue wherein some businesses did not print out the QR code and place it in a visible place, perhaps like behind the counter or in a place that customers could not see it, so they did not check in or check out. And for customers upon entry, they can scan the said QR code with the QR reader on their phone, and when leaving, scanning to check out. And they also, of course, can evaluate the safety measures put in place by the various business establishments, such as the cleanliness of the surfaces and floors, the social distancing practices, the mask wearing of staff, the provision of sanitizers and alcohol gels, and the like. And as of yesterday, there were 81,149 business establishments around Thailand that registered themselves with the Thai Chana platform. More than 7.4 million people around the country use the platform, with 14.5 million check-ins, 10.9 million checkouts, and 6.3 million evaluations. The number of checkouts has increased, as you see on the slide on screen, but it does not correspond to the number of check-ins yet. So please do not forget to check out when leaving, as well as give your evaluation on the sanitary measures of the establishments. As usual, we have stories and images of the work of the Thai embassies around the world. Today we have from the Royal Thai Embassy in Amman, Jordan, on the 19th of May, led by the ambassador, who went to meet with Thai students and representatives of student associations in Jordan in the town of Irbid. The embassy provided care packages, including rice, dried food, masks, gloves to the association, and they will be distributed to other students around that country. And the embassy is planning to visit students around in other towns in Jordan as well. We also have another image from the Royal Thai Embassy in Lima, Peru, that on the 20th of May, the embassy delivered medical supplies such as face masks, sanitizers, alcohol, gels to Thai communities, around 16 families in Lima, for their daily use. And it's also in line with the Peruvian law, which stipulates that face masks must be worn at all times in all public places. The spokesperson today also received some questions addressed directly to him. First is regarding the curfew hours, time. The question was whether it is possible that the curfew time will be decreased or it would take taken out, no more curfew. His reply was that it was discussed actually in the CCSA meeting this morning and is still under consideration, but it is possible in the next phases. The various phases, the various measures for the third phase as well was a question. What will be the various measures? That is still under discussion and will be announced soon. Of course, we have to prepare in advance because the second phase would last, as you know, around 14 days, 2 weeks until the end of May. Another question was about the entertainment venues, which are poised to be open possibly during the fourth phase next month. And if they are open, what would be the measures that are needed? The spokesperson replied by stressing about the 5 principles, as you recall, the 5 principles of keeping social distance, sanitary surfaces, and the like. Those 5 principles remain very important for all business clusters in all phases, including the fourth and last phase of business that are poised to be open in due course. But in the meanwhile, the spokesperson also advised that the owners of entertainment venues can take this time to do some creative marketing and planning for the upcoming opening of their business in due course. So just in terms of conclusion, I'd just like to say that there is, of course, a serious need to adjust our daily routines still while keeping up with the good hygiene standards to prevent ourselves and society from new infections. So therefore, the new norm, of course, comes with new self-discipline, as you would all be used to these words by now. And as mentioned when I began this summary, that the CCSA will not be having the English language summary over the weekends from now on, only on weekdays. But of course, a televised program on the health aspect of COVID will still be run on weekends from the Ministry of Public Health. That will continue on weekends as well as every day in the afternoon. So we will be back, in particular the English language portion, will be back again on Monday. And just like to add in ending that the celebration of Eid al-Fitr is coming up this weekend in Thailand, marking the end of Ramadan. So to all the Muslim brothers and sisters in Thailand and around the world, wishing you and your families advanced Eid Mubarak. Thank you very much and stay safe. Have a pleasant afternoon and I'll see you on Monday. Sawadee krap.